Well, hello and welcome back. Today's topic is vintage. I love things vintage, vintage clothes, vintage art supplies, vintage everything besides food and probably underwear. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about art supplies. It's probably where I have the most fun when experimenting with art supplies. And in today's video, we are trying out this paint box that I got from an estate sale. It was 50% off, but I got it for $2. I love a good deal. I tried to do some research on this brand. It looks like it's a kid's brand, made in England. It's broken and it also doesn't have a paintbrush. How am I gonna paint? How am I gonna do it? Chill out, chill. I got a paintbrush. It looks like it would be old, but I'm pretty sure it probably was made in like the late 80s. It doesn't look that old, but it looks kind of old, but not old enough to be an antique in my opinion. So we're gonna try them out. Libra Truth, Libra Truth, Ltd. Non-toxic. Non-toxic. That also tells me that this is probably made for kids. Saying it's non-toxic isn't really saying much because even toys had lead in them, so I'm pretty sure this has lead in it. That's the least of my worries right now. Let's set up. I got my, I got my paintbrushes and my watercolor sketchbook given to me by a friend, Jobina. Thank you so much, shout out. So let's do this. But we first have to moisten them up. I actually just moistened them up, but I forgot to record it, so I'm redoing it. Let's get them wet. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm gonna let that sit for just a second. Okay, now that I'm set up, what the hell am I gonna make? Let me figure that out. I'll be right back. My brain is so empty right now, I have no idea what to even make. So we're gonna start off with the blob, as we always do. Oh, that's so satisfying. Damn, there's a lot of color in this. Okay. We got the square going on. It's a little off. I need to get these wet again. Let's try this red. This red is really pretty. I don't even know what to make. Shit. Maybe I'll go like that. That is really nice. She's a pretty square blob. Maybe I'll do a different color for the nose, like this yellow bluish color. Oh, that's not as pigmented as I thought it would be. Maybe I'll do smaller nostrils. I really want to try this orange. Ooh, it's nice and juicy. Maybe right there. I'm gonna add a little bit of peach to the nose. You know what? This is just a fun little experiment. I'm gonna paint the whole thing yellow. We might as well go full on SpongeBob. Ooh, that stinks. Oh my God, what is that? Oh, damn. That looks a mess. Something smells so bad. Is it the paint? Oh, it is. That stinks. We're gonna hit it with some periwinkle. This one does not want to mix at all. Like, this one's gone. Do you see that? There's barely any pigment in it. I think that one stinks. Oh, that one stinks. Blech. This one isn't working either. Like, this one can't even be, this one's gone. Yeah, that one sucks. Let's try this purple. Ooh, the purple is pretty. So I knew these watercolors were not going to be amazing. I mean, I'm assuming that these are children's watercolors, so I knew that they weren't going to be great. But I didn't account for the age being such a factor in how bad these performed. Some of the colors weren't even moving off the little palette. And the smell. I was not expecting the smell. The smell was very chemical, kind of petroleum oil, and it was so nasty. I can't even explain it. And when it comes to watercolor, I'm still very new. I've watercolored a lot in the past, but nothing that was worth a damn. With that being said, when it comes to the application and the layering process, I'm still very new. I'm still trying to figure it out. One thing that I will say is the paper I was using is not the best for that. It's not the best for figuring that out. I've noticed that this paper is very thin, so it does not hold the paper well, and it does not handle layers well at all. So yeah, I figured that out a little late into this process, but here we are. As most of you probably already know, watercolor does dry a little lighter. So I was getting irritated because I'm like, why doesn't this seem rich? So I added more and more layers. This is when I really figured out that, yeah, this paper is about to bust. um, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I also felt like an idiot. You know what I was doing? Throughout this whole process, I'm over here like waiting for each layer to dry. I'm like, this is taking me forever. I think at this point I was like already at this for like 2 hours because the paper was so wet. And then I'm like, damn, I have a whole ass hair dryer. Why am I not using the hair dryer? Literally everybody uses a fucking hair dryer. Why? What am I doing wrong? So I went and grabbed that real quick, and I felt like an idiot. This could have taken me like maybe 30 minutes, an hour, but that clearly was not the case. I think this whole thing took me about 2.5, 3 hours. Anyways, as you can see, I'm adding the darks now, some of the shadows, and I think the black in this, watercolor kit it's really nice. It was like surprising. It also smelled so bad, but it was really good. Like it was surprisingly pigmented. I was also trying to lift up some areas to lighten and highlight some spots that got a little too dark. Uh, didn't really work too well. It reactivated okay, but it just did not get that smoothness that I wanted. But throughout this whole process, I'm over here trying to go back and forth with more and more layers, thinking that I can get that depth with just these, watercolors. And it wasn't working. Like, it just ended up looking muddy. Some of the areas weren't blending well. I was trying to reactivate other areas, and I ended up lifting most areas. Once again, I'm new at watercolor, but this was irritating. So after fighting with this watercolor for the last 2 hours, I wanted to use something different. I gave up. So I got my Neocolor 2s, which are water soluble. I didn't want to cheat. Listen, I didn't want to cheat, but I wanted to make this look passable. Like, I wanted to make this look good. So I went in with my Neocolors. I just reactivated with a little bit of water and used those like watercolors. As you can see, it didn't change it too much. It still looks like the OG with just the watercolors, but I wanted to just add a little bit more saturation, especially with the eyes, because there was no green that actually worked. The Neocolors are also very opaque, so in some of the areas where I couldn't lift up the color, I added the Neocolors on top to brighten some areas. And as you can see, I added a lot of saturation to the cheeks, the eyes, pretty much the whole thing. The opaqueness of the Neocolors definitely helped blend out and smooth the areas where I was just struggling with the watercolors. After all said and done, this is the final reveal. What do you think? These are the vintage watercolors from who knows when, probably like 50 years ago, but also mixed with a little bit of Neocolor. So let me be honest. But yeah, this is the final reveal. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, please let me know down below. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next, also let me know down below. Spooky season is coming. I got stuff planned, and I'll see you in the next video.